Star. Okay, Nicholas DeOrio challenges Drew Pavlo to a debate. Prove to me you're not gay and didn't go to a gay bar. Drew now has 24 hours to respond. So Nicholas DeOrio can debate Drew Pavlo, but is running away from all the smaller critters in his community. Who? I was tweeting this as a joke. Kuihman. Bro! I mean, is he running for... Wait, what's the reason? What's the context behind this? Why does... Kuihman has a problem against Nicholas DeOrio because of the Ethan Klein shit, right? Is that what it is? Would you want more people to repeat Destiny points if it helps rebuild the debate space? No. I want me to be the sole niche filler of the Destiny space, okay? I'm anti-competitive, alright? What else can I say? So it's actually good that we have Destiny haters all around, okay? Plenty of content. What does he have to debate Kuihman about? Why he thinks his feud with Tommy is gay. He already said his opinion on Chud/Tommy fight. And he has already tried to get Augie to denounce Tommy and got laughed at. What more can Nick provide other than being bigger to suck off? I believe Kuihman thinks a lot of his Ethan Klein coverage is complete hackery. For me personally, if one of my friends, lol, had all that criticism... Dude, okay, Kuihman viewers can't have friends. Okay, that's impossible, first of all, alright? So I already call cap. And had all that criticism for me, I'd be glad to address why they're wrong. And Nick has said he doesn't care if people want to watch his EHD coverage. He's enjoying it, and that's what he's going to do streams on. He said multiple times that if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Then he times out whoever is complaining. Star. Exactly. If I were in the same situation, friend or not, we've come to the conclusion that you don't like my shit, that's fine. I'm going to keep doing it because I enjoy it. Nicholas DeOrio. I've explained this a few times. Ultimately, I became disillusioned with how my friends were treated early this year and shifted the entirety of my focus back to my channel. I closed some lines of communication and intentionally left some open, but I'm largely unconcerned with what people think of me. I thought the larger fixation on Willie and Tommy was really gross and unfair. Obviously, a lot has happened since then, but by the time the jerk wave shifted to me, it was already past me. It's not even really the streamers as much as militant audience members who feel like they are entitled to my time. I mean, I feel like, okay, I know what's going on now, okay? So Nicholas DeOrio is anti-Destiny, but the thing is that he is not anti-Destiny enough, okay? I find that more than half of all the fucking content creators in this space that gets targeted by Kuihman or whatever the fuck, it just seems to me that, like, I'm sorry, it just seems as though, oh, you have criticisms of Destiny, but then you just don't have, you don't adhere strictly to the Kuihman Chat Logic spicy chat narrative or some shit, right? What that tells me, okay, what that tells me is that some people just have small dicks, okay? Sounds like he's running. It's okay to run. It's fine. I mean, people may not like the fact that someone might be... Here's the thing. It's only unacceptable to run if you're taking shots and the person responds back to you and you start running. To me, that is like cry-bully run behavior, okay? But to me, like, I think running is totally acceptable in some scenarios. I think that's fine. Hold on. It's really... Like, if you're taking... Like, if Nicholas DeOrio was taking... If Nicholas DeOrio, okay, was making hit piece streams on Kuihman like he did with Ethan Klein, okay? I don't mean just a one-off comment or something, okay? I mean like an actual at least like 10-minute segment or some shit, right? So something more significant than just like a little banter. Or not banter. It could be serious. But like then yeah, like of course, like if Nicholas DeOrio ran after Kuihman that goes, you know what, you have a problem with me? Come and confront me, bitch. Then yeah, like fuck. That's pretty bad. But like as a big creator, you're not entitled to every single fucking smaller creator's time. Like that's just the reality of it. Like Asmongold isn't entitled to respond back to every single possible like fucking smaller creators like fucking constant reply guy shit, right? And you know, we all know Kuihman, he's a reply guy. Let me see. Reply Andy. Where is he? Reply Andy Kuihman. Okay. Kuihman! Hello, Creepy. How can you possibly bring yourself to say something like, the fixation on Tommy and Willie was really gross and unfair given your content and the shit you've cheerleaded all year? Totally shameful. If audiences want to fixate on your 80 IQ friends because of the retarded shit they say, that's the game. Been a long time coming. Kuihman. Criticizing commentary YouTubers for their videos in a really mean way is actually about as fair as it gets. All right. Fair enough. I was also thinking that. I was like, okay, well, you know, there you go. I mean, here's the thing, okay? Like, fuck. If Kuihman, if Kuihman and if Kuihman and Nicholas DeOrio go back and forth on Twitter, um, like several times, I think that they should probably have a conversation. I think at that point, yeah, maybe you should have a conversation. Okay, honestly, just for the sake of content, you know, just so I have something to cover. All right. Fuck. I'm already behind on the covering shit. To be fair, few quotes. Okay, here. Nicholas DeOrio. If people want to be fixated with Willie or Tommy, that's their personal prerogative. It's PR. If I don't think criticism is fair or worthwhile, I reserve the right to not participate and judge people accordingly, Lim Vow. That's their personal... Yeah, no, he's right. He's right. I mean, like, fuck. Like, okay, if Nicholas DeOrio was making shots at Kuihman, if Nicholas DeOrio was making shots constantly, like, does he make shots all the time against Kuihman? Am I missing something? Am I missing a part of the lore here? Fuck. It's okay to run. It's fine. It's okay to run. It's okay. It's not. I mean, I prefer a fight. I like seeing fights. But, you know, here's the thing, okay? I have been in a position before where other people, at some point, you know, I have seen other people make videos about me or make live streams about me, right? They're like, when my entire drama was going on, I think at the time, I think people like, fuck, what was this? Fuck, what's that guy's name? It was something. Fuck. Okay, yeah, but I basically had like multiple like content creators make videos about me. Bro, I'm not obligated to respond to all of them. What the fuck? I'm not even obligated to respond. Who the fuck cares? Okay? Unless I'm like taking shots at them and I'm refusing to watch that specific video or something, right? Then yeah, like of course that's some like, oh, I gotta run away. What was the drama? Basically, here's the thing, okay? Fuck. You gotta know the lore, okay? Don't worry, I'll explain real quick, okay? So in the commentary space, there's the Shia and the Sunni, okay? Nicholas DeOrio is Sunni, Kuihman is part of the Shia, alright? Chad Logic is technically Shia, alright? The Shia crowd is anti-Destiny and anti-Ethan Klein. The Sunni crowd is anti-Destiny and pro-Ethan Klein, alright? There are more Sunni than Shia, alright? However, there is this rift in the commentaries community that is Sunni versus Shia, all right? If you were to equate the commentary community to Islam, which it objectively is, okay? You got to follow the rules or you get stoned to death, okay? That's what it is, all right? Backstabbing, whatever the fuck, yeah, sounds like a typical Middle Eastern conflict to me, all right? Which means that Destiny is technically Judaism, okay? In this analogy, all right? Which totally makes sense, actually. Anyhow, okay? Anyhow, Chud on the losing side? No, Chud is on the Shia side. Because Chud has called out Nicholas DeOrio, so he's on the Shia side of commentary. Okay? Sunni, Shia, okay? It's as simple as it gets. So, Nicholas DeOrio is like the biggest the biggest figure on the Sunni side, okay? Chud Logic technically is the biggest figure on the Shia side. However, he's a little bit moderated. He still has a bridge with Nicholas DeOrio, I think. However, the spearhead of the Shia terrorists, okay, the Shia terrorists, is Kuihman, okay, and J Stelk, all right, J Stelk and Kuihman, okay, they are basically Shia terrorists, okay, that's all you need to know. Basically, they go to extreme ends to make sure that their side wins, or whatever. They try to criticize, hone in, and hyperfixate like male BPD, okay? It is 100% male BPD to fixate like this, okay? Anyhow, all right. Other than going to therapy, you know, they're making content instead, which good enough, I guess. Quiaz Aisha? No, Quiaz has had his own Aishas, I'm sure. If you know, you know. Yum, 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 yum. You need to do a deep dive on this analogy? I have. I've made a video on it. I made a video on this analogy specifically. Yeah. The Sunisia thing. Here. Actually, I'll link it if you want to. Hold on. Foodshops, Sunisia. Nope. Foodshops, commentary, drama. Okay, so yeah, it's right here. What was your drama? But that was interesting as well. No, you don't need to know. Okay, it's okay. I keep it hidden, well swept. All right. If you know, you know. It's okay. If you want to be fixated with Willie or Tommy, that's their personal prerogative. I don't think criticism is fair or worthwhile. I reserve the right to not participate and judge people accordingly. Limpow. Okay. Nicholas DeOrio, how can you possibly bring yourself to say something like the fixation on Tommy and Willie was really gross and unfair? People I cover on a daily basis are presented with an opportunity to do this as well and actively choose to give me more content. Others will certainly judge me for taking advantage of that. Their friends may even dislike me. Sure. Nicholas DeOrio, I don't police what any of these guys say on their own respective platforms. They can actually go live and talk about my friends for 1,000,000,000,000 years. 10 times my Bo Blacks coverage if you have to. Okay. The only thing I did about it was silently shift focus to my own channel instead of hanging out with the people who are doing it. Isn't Nicholas DeOrio technically the entire fucking commentary community these days? Like, how many people watch this guy? Like 4,000 concurrent? Something crazy. Anyway. Wait. Was that a star quote tweet? They're literally pulling a Frogan. How? How are they pulling whatever, man. I don't even know why I'm giving her attention. Okay. If I want people to be fixated with Willie or Tommy, is there any response here by Kuihman? Or is this the end of the chain? Here. Nigga! When someone says, how can you possibly bring yourself, they're typically expressing bewilderment at someone doing something shameful, not asking how it's physically possible. You responding, if someone called me gross, I turn it into content, is giving the game away. Well, I mean, like, you generally want to pick your winning battles, right? Wasn't Oreo still get 1K to 2K viewers when Drama Drought happened? Yeah, like, fuck. I feel like, fuck. Dude, Chud Logic gets 1K on a good day, okay? Chud Logic gets 1K on a good day, okay? It's not even close. DeOrio gets 1.5K on a slow-ass day. It's over, dude. Fuck. DeOrio, I am telling you directly that I think the community's criticisms of Willie, for example, weren't worthwhile. Chud Logic's views are slightly split, though. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because he's like, because Kuihman is like his groomed son, right? Like his Jewish groomed son. But like, um, but he still has a bridge with Nicholas, no? Technically, like they still want to remain friends, even though Chud Logic is irked by Nicholas DeOrio's excessive Ethan Klein coverage and sucking up to Ethan Klein, no? But I get the point, okay? Right? I get the point. It's like, you cover Ethan Klein so much to the point where it's very obvious that you're kind of sucking his dick for clout, right? Which is fine, okay? I suck Destiny's dick for clout, okay? It's fine. I support it, okay? Does it grow your career? Does it grow your channel? Based. Keep doing it, okay? Here's the thing. I only have a problem with it if it just goes against your own principles or you just begin to sound like a hypocrite off of it, right? Like if you praise Destiny or you praise Ethan Klein for a specific principle that they exhibit, and then you go on to like directly contradict yourself, then yeah, that's probably not a good move. Then yeah, then it goes to show that you aren't just like dick sucking, right? You're dick sucking and you're possibly grifting, okay? You can dick suck, but not grift. Okay? Alright, that's fine. Remember, you can run! But you can't cry bully. You can dick suck! But you can't grift. Okay? Alright. Yeah. It's just me being honest saying it's not really worth my time, Kuihman. I'm telling you that you're behaving exactly like the type of loser you would farm for a year, saying attacks on Willie are gross, and the harassment campaign after being totally dangled on the substance by Aki. Attacks on Willie are gross. How is it gross? Okay, I am curious what Nicholas DeOrio means by gross. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm just being honest. Like, typically commentary members are not gonna say gross as a way to criticize other commentary members. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Like what exactly is too far for these people? I feel like any commentary person or any commentary slop tuber is going to dox someone and go after their family and rape their sister, you know, as long as they hate them enough, you know? Bam. Oh yeah, by the way, okay, there's 60 of you guys here right now, but there are only 14 likes, okay? Can we pump that up, please? Let's hit that like button, okay? So then more people can discover my stream, okay? It would be much appreciated, okay? Yeah. Hit the like button, please. There you go. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And as always, remember, okay, super chat, donate memberships will always help, okay? You can always use my Streamlabs link as well to support the stream and support my content, okay? Remember, okay? Only use Streamlabs if you don't care about doxing your first and last name to me, okay? All right. Or not doxing, sorry, because it's not malicious. Props referring to the kiwi farming for Willie's docs partaking in Kui's community. Is that true? Is that true? Like they were hunting for Willie Mac's docs? What? Why? No shot. Do you have proof of that? Does anyone have a screenshot? I actually am not really sure what you are even trying to argue with dangled on the substance by Aki. Ultimately, if that's really going to be your response, then I wish you luck, but this is way too gay for me. I'm saying you got raped live, buddy. Okay. Yeah, KF has been trying to dox Willie because they think he's on Destiny's side. But he's... But... Okay, I don't even know how I'm supposed to take KF seriously. What? What? Can we just take a look at Willie Mac's last videos? I'm so confused, dude. Why are people saying this? Not quite implicitly, but no doubt happening? Okay. I believe you. That sounds like something KF and Kui would do. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like, this just seems like commentary Sunni stuff. This isn't, like... Where's the Destiny dick sucking that's going on? Dude, when I see sweeping... Okay, I'm sorry. When I see sweeping, do you know what sweeping is? Do you know what sweeping is? It's whatever Kuihman is doing for J-Stalk, okay? That's what sweeping actually is, okay? When you're on the same side where you appear on J-Stalk's stream many times in a row, and you try to sweep his entire, like, Kelly Jean versus, like, Cherry drama under the rug, and sweep his, like, relationship and getting together with a mentally ill woman that he hospitalized in the fucking psych ward under the rug. Yeah, that's sweeping. Yes, that's sweeping, okay? I'm sorry, that's the real definition of sweeping, okay? I don't see hit piece streams made by Kuihman on J-Stalk. I just don't. Okay? So honestly, I don't think that, you know, running, dodging, running away, or whatever the fuck, I don't think, you know, Kuihman is in a position to say that. Okay? I'm just gonna be totally real, okay? Also, how cucked is it that he's in the fucking Pixie lawsuit? That's crazy. That's crazy action right there. J-Stalk too. What? Oh no, look at my lawyers, dog! Yeah. I think Willie backing up a couple of Destiny stuff on Twitter. That's it? Really? No matter what Willie Mack does to back up Destiny, because he could be, right? He could be, whatever, who cares? He could be, right? But it's nothing, it's still nothing compared to whatever Kuihman did for J-Stalk, right? So I don't even know why we're talking about it. Alright, dude. Okay. that's all it takes for the beam of weaponized autism to be pointed at Willie. Yeah, but it's like it's not autism. It's like male BPD. Who says females are the only ones with BPD? Okay, let me see. All right, now you guys have the context. Let's listen to it. Hmm.
You know, like the bridge that like kind of tangent.
Dude, let's go! More Kuihman slop! Let's go! Quee slop. Quee. Skip. Wait, let's go... When does it start?
Here, and shifted the entirety of my focus back to my channel. Now, I don't want to sound like that guy, but how many times have we heard Nicholas DeOrio say, I'm going to shift the focus back to my channel? It seems like after every drama that like kind of tangentially involves him, oh, you know what? We're going back to the bunker. All right, I'm going to focus on my channel. He did it after Bo Blacks, did it after Flamenco. He's doing it now. And, you know, I'm just wondering, Nick, when are we going to not focus on it? When are you not focusing on your channel? You've been streaming for like a year and a half. It seems to me, you've been focusing on it a whole lot, but you're only focusing on certain stories. And you're not focusing on the stories about, I don't know, the group of people that you promoted for a year saying, oh, Stardust. In Stardust Replies, which you already know, like if you're in Stardust Replies in a non-aggressive way, it's probably not going well for you already. And basically, he replies to a thread where I think some Kuihmanites were mad at Nick because he won't debate like Chud Logic or Kuihman, right? And this is like a fucking 10 tweet long thread. And then Nick replies at the end of it that he became disillusioned with how my friends were treated early this year. And shit.
When will the Discord link work, dog? I don't know. Use discord.gg/foodshops. Do it.
Shifted the entirety of my focus back to my channel. Now, I don't want to sound like that guy, but how many times have we heard Nicholas DeOrio say, I'm going to shift the focus back to my channel? It seems like after every drama that like kind of tangentially involves him, oh, you know what? We're going back to the bunker. All right, I'm going to focus on my channel. He did it after Bo Blacks, did it after Flamenco. He's doing it now. And, you know, I'm just wondering, Nick, when are we going to not focus on it? When are you not focusing on your channel? You've been streaming for like a year and a half.
To be fair, that does sound like a cop-out, okay? I don't think you should say, yeah, I'm just focusing on my channel, right? I just don't think you should say that. Like, I think that, like, that sounds like the most obvious, like, self-sweep behavior or, like, stupid excuse. It sounds like a stupid excuse, basically, right? Like, no one ever believes that when you say, yeah, I'm just focusing on my channel when you're being confronted with something. I think that you should just be obvious. I mean, sorry, not obvious, but, like, you should just be clear about it, right? Just say, like, yeah, no, I'm not interested in talking to Kuihman because he's too mean. Or, you know, I'm not interested in talking to Kuihman because he's too unhinged, right? I think that's fine, okay? Because no one will disagree, because no one will actually disagree that Kuihman is unhinged. No one will actually disagree that Kuihman is too mean, right? Literally no one will disagree with both of these things, okay? He has male BPD. He has the power of weaponized BPD, okay? Hey, Shops, hope you're having a good night. Thank you, Silver Possum.
It seems to me, you've been focusing on it a whole lot, but you're only focusing on certain stories. And you're not focusing on the stories about, I don't know, the group of people that you promoted for a year saying, oh, yeah, you know, I don't really do internet friends anymore, but Kuihman just snuck in there, you know, he got in. So we're going to promote him. We're going to go on streams. We're going to collab. But as soon as Kuihman says some things you don't like, instead of confronting him directly, we're going to do like this gay shit for like 6 months where we're like, I'm going to vague tweet about him while he's giving me all these criticisms. I'm just gonna do these like little vague posts sometimes, like every like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna like vaguely talk about him and talk about like, oh, I just don't want to deal with that side of the community. They'll get over me in like a week. You know, I'm kind of tired of that response. The whole, oh, they can watch other content.
Bro, imagine, dude. Imagine waking up in the morning and you're like, damn it, I can't believe Nicholas DeOrio still haven't like talked to Kuihman yet. Oh my god. Imagine living in this space. Imagine being in this space where it's like you're thinking every day about like the current state of the commentary community. Can't be me, dude. Can't be me. I know it literally is the gay shit. Like what the fuck? You have like these like seedy ass like mid puberty voices like talking about like the state of the commentary community as if they're not like all fucking teenagers like talking. Dude, this is like guys, we have to discuss the philosophy of Fortnite. Get your fucking college degree, mate! Go get your engineering degree! What are you doing online? Yeah, it literally is some real cringe shit. 100%. It's so stupid, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, people just aren't obligated to respond to every single fucking video. You must think you're some kind of big shot, aren't you? Jesus Christ.
That only works when we're
Like,
talking about like
Bro! Okay, Chud Logic gets a higher concurrent viewer count than Kuihman, but I don't see Nicholas DeOrio like fucking like making a massive response to Chud Logic, right? Yeah, stupid.
shit like you don't want to cover, right? Like that's like if you're covering like
I'm just
the
bothered by
poser
this.
is a pedophile and someone
I
comes in
can't
chat and says,
stand this
well,
anymore.
why aren't you talking about the
I've had
fact that
enough.
DJ Screwdriver is a pedophile?
So gay, dude.
Go watch someone else's stream, but this isn't that case. We're talking about someone you directly promoted calling you out, and you're just going to pretend like it doesn't exist or that it's unfair criticism. Like, are
Oh
we?
my god. Who is this
What
loser,
even
dude?
is that? That's just
Who is
that's
this
nothing except
guy?
pathetic, and I'm tired of pretending
What?
it's not. People pretending, oh, it's so based. You know, these guys.
This kid sounds 16? Yeah, like, that's the average age of Kuihman's audience, is 16.
These guys are so weird. They're just going after my friend. Shut up, bro. Listen, this is the commentary community where we call each other out, no matter what. And I'm tired of, oh,
This is
he went
so
after
gay,
Tommy
dude.
C. Tommy
Why?
C is a drunk retard, okay? Tommy C hasn't been relevant in like 20
I'm
years.
feeling secondhand embarrassment
Yeah,
from
people are
this.
going to go
Oh,
after
God.
Tommy C because Tommy C is retarded. He has like the stupidest opinion on half the dramas. And you're mad because someone finally picked up on it?
Bro, I'm gonna be totally real, okay? If this is the best representation that Kuihman can get, okay, for his side of the argument, okay, I'm gonna be totally real. I can totally see why the fuck, like, I can totally see why the fuck, Nicholas DeOrio doesn't want to respond to Kuihman. I'm sorry, this is like literally weaponized BPD right here. Okay, you wake up in the morning thinking, oh my god, I can't believe my lover left me, and then it's like there's nothing else that you think about. We're the commentary community, bro. Who are you? I know, right? This fucking person with 126 subscribers, bro. Oh my god. Okay, all right,
And was willing to talk about it?
dude.
Listen, you want to be friends with Tommy C, that's fine. But he's going to get called out because Tommy C is retarded. And
What?
that's really how I feel in this situation, to be honest.
I hate
so
Tommy
start
C,
with this
but like, this is
Stardust thread.
stupid.
You know, I thought the hyperfixation on Willie and Tommy was really gross and unfair. Are you a woman? Is Nicholas DeOrio's pussy bigger than a trans person, dude? What is this?
Bro, you know how they always go to like these like homophobic gay jokes or whatever the fuck, right? Dude, 100%, you just need to just die on the hill. Just say, dude, guys, okay, when I personally am faced with Destiny dick sucking allegations, okay, when Ryo said like, what are you, some kind of Destiny glazer, Destiny dick sucker? I just go, yeah, I suck Destiny's dick. All right, let's move on.
Obviously, a lot has happened since then, but by the time the jerk wave shifted to me, it was already past me. I don't even know what that means. It's not even really the streamers as much as militant audience members who feel they're entitled to my time.
Fucker.
We're complaining about audience members. Well, we're complaining about
Is his voice
like
shaking?
50, like the 50 people who really, really love Kuihman. That's what we're complaining about. We're gonna.
Bro, not the throwing Kuihman under the fucking bus.
End friendships, and we're gonna like ignore
oh,
entire
no!
criticisms because Kuihman's fans. Dude, I can't handle. Dude, I can't.
Kuihman, listen. Kuihman, listen to me. This can't be your average audience member, dude. This can't be it. This cannot be your average audience member. This cannot be the case. Okay? It can't be the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is just really embarrassing. Okay?
Handle Lumpy Willie in my replies. Lumpy Willie really hurts my feelings. Dude, I can't handle Critical Shogun's clips. What are we talking about? This is the commentary community. So then Kuihman responds to that fucking lunacy. How can you possibly bring yourself to say something like, the fixation on Tommy and Willie was really gross and unfair, given your content and the shift you've cheerleaded all year? Totally shameful. If audience want to fixate on your 80 IQ friends because of the retarded shit they say, that's game. Been a long time coming. Criticizing commentary YouTubers for their videos in a really mean way is actually about as fair as it gets. And I just want to let you guys know, I hit a like on those tweets.
What?
I like them.
Bro, he can't be saying this guy's trolling. This guy is trolling. He can't. This is not real. It's not real. This is not real. This is not a real person. Okay, this isn't a real person. What? Dude! Am I super kid? Are you a boy or a girl? You keep showing up in my recommend my curiosity. Just keep wondering.
I hit a like on those. All right. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. Nick replies to that. If people want to be fixated with Willie or Tommy, that's their personal prerogative. If I don't think the criticism is fair or worthwhile, I preserve the right to not participate and judge people accordingly. Which, while true in a sense, I don't think it applies here because you promoted these people, right?
It's useful. No kidding.
You said Kuihman was like your last internet friend. And we're just going to ignore everything they say now because he was mean to Tommy C. Because he disagreed with how you're covering Ethan, Hassan, Destiny. Because he thinks...
Yeah, this kid speaks so... Yeah, no kidding. I'm glad that he took public speaking in high school.
You know...
Bro, you know how people always say post-BMI? You know how people always say post-BMI? I think we need to normalize post-GED. I think we actually need to normalize post-GED. I'm sorry, okay? If you're someone who is a college graduate and you're talking like this, okay, there's no shot you are actually, unless it's something that's actually serious or something that we should be taking seriously, okay? You, at this point, post your batch degree, okay? I think we should normalize post-batch degree, okay? You can just like, you can just like cross out your name, okay? Just fucking, like, take off your fucking, like, school name identifying information, okay? Post your batch degree, okay?
He thinks you sold out on your morals, and instead of confronting those beliefs of his, we're just going to pretend like Kuihman never existed. We're just going to say, oh, you know what? That guy, he'll get over me in a week. Really?
This can't be the average Kuihman fan. I refuse to believe
I've heard... I know, Kuihman is mean. Kuihman's a mean guy. He's a mean-spirited fellow, but...
Bro!
You know, there's been a couple of these spaces now where I've heard him out.
I can't stand this. So cringy, dude. This is actually so bad.
In these spaces than he is on stream, but the core criticisms, they've never sounded absurd to me. Even the Willie ones, which the Willie ones were the ones where I don't know, like I didn't agree with them at all a few weeks ago, but we had that Twitter space on, what was it, July 3rd or July 5th or something. And then the next day, or no, I think it was like a few hours after, Willie announced that he might be doing a show with Dan Saltman. And that only came crashing down because Nick debated Dan. So Willie would have gone through with it otherwise. And it's just like, do you really think Kuihman is that crazy? The things he's saying, they're mean, but it doesn't...
Guys, I don't know how much more of this I can bear. We're only like 10 minutes in, but the cringe is like... I'm sorry, I don't know how much more I can stand of this. What?
It's not absurd. It's not crazy. It's just his beliefs, and we're gonna try and kill a guy because...
Dude, what is this Kuihman pastor shit? Totally not a cult, by the way. Totally not a cult.
Reasonable belief.
What is this?
I don't know what happened here. So then Kuihman replies to Nick. He says a racial slur, which I don't agree with. When someone
He said
says,
nigga,
"How can
okay? You're allowed
how
to
can you
say it.
possibly bring yourself?" They're typically expressing bewilderment as someone doing something shameful, not asking how it's physically possible. You responding, "If someone called me gross, I'd turn it into content," is giving this game away.
Just watch PoE.
Nick
That's what I'm
replies to
playing.
that, "I'm telling you directly that I think the community's criticisms of Willie, for example, weren't worthwhile. Some of them hinged on being
Is that a
completely contrarian.
17%
This isn't
quality?
me giving the game away. It's just me
Wait.
being honest and saying it's not really worth my time." Kuihman replies to that, "I'm telling you, you're behaving exactly like the type of loser you would farm a year ago, saying attacks on Willie are gross and a harassment campaign
Oh.
after being totally dangled on substance by Augie." And then Nick makes the gayest tweet I've ever seen in reply to this. "I actually am not really sure what you are even trying to argue with dangled on substance by Augie. Ultimately, if that's really going to be your response, then I wish
don't
you
hear
luck, but this is
PoE?
way too gay
Well,
for
yeah, I
me,"
have to
with
have the
an
content
exclamation
play.
point.
I'm gonna refresh it. Hold on. But the bot blocks the word? Sure, I don't know. Who is this guy? Fuck, sorry. Accidentally showed my fucking messages. My DM messages. It's over, dude.
Hit a like on the now substance by Augie. And then Nick makes the gayest tweet I've ever seen in reply to this. "I actually am not really
Can you say
sure
the N-word?
what
Yeah,
you
the
are even trying to
humanity.
argue with dangled on substance by Augie. Ultimately, if that's really going to be your response, then I wish you luck, but this is way too gay for me," with an exclamation point.
With a hard R?
What even is that? Check.
Bro, that has to be the gayest, most homosexual, like, sigh I have ever heard. Like,
"Someone called me gross, I'd turn it into content," is giving this game away. Nick replies to that, "I'm telling you directly that I think the community's criticisms of Willie, for example, weren't worthwhile. Some of them hinged on being completely contrarian.
Just
This
a
isn't
drink.
me giving
A martini, shaken, not stirred.
I hope this compensates a bit if I offended. But I truly was very curious. Have a good stream, ma'am."
no, no. It's almost impossible to offend me with any more, like, oh, are you a man? Or are you a woman? Kind of questions. Don't worry about it. You're fine, okay? Welcome to my audience.